Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And today we got a cool open tag from our friend JC Mountain of Job. What JC wants to see is our auto knives. So I thought, well, I don't have that many, and none of mine are really expensive ones, but I'll share them because quite a few of them have been through the ringer with me in real life situations. So I decided it's time to show them. So let's start off the show with the one that I carried at work for a long time. You can see here, wore off the track tape stuff, wore the paint off, lost the screw, so I Loctited the rest of them in. The clip, lost the end on the clip, so I tapped it and put a different screw in there. This thing's been through heck. It's been sharpened a lot, and honestly, it's never been oiled. Never. And this is an inexpensive aluminum called Titan. You can see where it's separating a little bit there because it needs, but you can see all the dirt and everything. And I was going to clean it up a lot. Then I thought, you know what? No, I want to show people that sometimes these inexpensive ones can still, go through it. Heck, I carried this for every day to work for almost 2 years. You can see the wear and stuff from using it. And it was so handy as a mechanic. Look how thick that blade is, too. It was so handy as a mechanic to not have to, do a two-hand. But yeah, that one was carried for a good long time. Next up would be the next one I carried. I got a different one. This one I only carried for maybe 6 months. You can see the wear and tear. And the reason I stopped carrying it is, excuse me, we had somebody complain that Stan's carrying a switchblade and he's scary. So I stopped carrying this. This is one of those Lightning OTFs. I tell you, if you ever get a chance to pick up a Lightning OTF, they used to be like literally $20. I think they're a little over 30 now. This one's never been lubed either. And it's been through the ringer, like I said, for 6 months. Only complaint I had about this one is I just tightened the pocket clip. Pocket clip continuously came loose, and I don't know why I never Loctited it. Okay, those are two that I carried for quite a bit. Coming up now is still more OTS, but these are newer ones that I haven't really carried too much other than just personal. This one, as you can see, is they don't try and call it anything, but you can definitely tell by the design that it's based off from a Microtech. But it's got this skull glass breaker, decent clip. Like the it is sharpened on both, like the oh gosh, all of a sudden I'm brain dead for. Don't you hate that when you're doing something you can't think of what you're trying to say? But the stiletto style or the two, but legally in Michigan I can carry an auto knife, but I can't carry a two-edged blade. So this one I can't legally carry. I can legally own it. I just can't legally carry it in the state of Michigan. So that one's pretty cool, but I carry it around the property and stuff. I don't leave home with it because the type of luck I have, I'd get pulled over and they'd be like, see it. And this is my newest one. This thing I actually got off Temu. It's heavier than a Dickens. I'm not lying. This one literally weighs these three combined. It's heavier than a Dickens, but it looks to be very well made. It's got the glass breaker you can put the clip on either way. It comes out nice. Honestly, this is one of the hardest firing autos I've ever had. This thing, it will go through a piece of paper and not fail because it should. Usually they'll fail if they hit something coming out and they'll come off track. But this thing is it's got some good. Yeah, you got to have some good. I don't know the name of it, but it's from Temu. You can see where I've used it a little bit. I haven't gone too nuts with it, but so far, great piece, great piece. Okay, now this is a little bit more expensive piece. It's smaller than those. This knife is actually made in Italy. This is a different style, doesn't have a pocket clip or anything. This is an AKC. I did carry this for a little bit. And like I found out that you can't carry a two-edged, double-edged knife legally in Michigan, and I didn't want to get in trouble. But great piece, but definitely all the other ones are about the same length. Definitely shorter, but still a great piece. If you can find an AKC made in Italy, great knife. Great. I have never had to. I take that back. The only problem I had is if one pin backed out right here, and I had to tap it back out, allowed the handle piece to come loose. You can see it's still a little bit. I got to get a set of punches and tap that back in better and reset it. But other than that, through carrying, I probably carried about a month and a half before I thought, yeah, better of that. Don't want to get myself in trouble. So that's a pretty cool piece. We'll put the blade out on that one. We'll have Donkey watch that. We'll watch it on this side. Okay, next up, I have a auto knife that was given to me. One of the guys that I used to work out with, he's a trainer at the gym I went to. He gave this to me. It's a nice little piece. It's plastic or fiberglass reinforced nylon. Not too bad, but to get it where it actually has good, this is a Boker, to get it where it's actually got good release and speed, you have to keep the blade to where it's pretty loose. But it locks up tight. It's good, somebody butchered the blade. I had to bring it back as best I could, but it is what it is. It was a gift. I'll always keep it because the guy thought enough of me to give it to me. God dang, I wish I could think of his name. I can see his face. I just can't think of his name right now. But a cool piece, made in Boker, Saligen, made in Germany. Um, cool piece. Honestly, it really is. And like I said, it locks up. It's just if you get much more of that blade play out, it just will not. Um, it just won't fire right. It's like really drags. Then I got this piece here. I have shown this on the channel. This I got off Amazon of all places. It comes with a nice little pouch, the box, this pouch. And the way I realized this was an auto, hang on, I got to get a drink of my coffee. Sporting the Batman cup. Da-na-na-na-na. Batman. Ah, got some Black Rifle coffee there. Oh, Cactus Squatch. It's a buck 112 wannabe, and it is an auto. And I'll show you the way I realize it's an auto, but it's made very well. It's got a few reps, but I want to say this was like 15 bucks. Right, here's the button. The way I realized it's an auto is I seen that divot right there. I went, that thing's a friggin' auto. So I ordered it. I thought, worst case, hey, if it comes in and it's a total piece, I won't complain. Like I said, I think I paid 15 bucks on it. But yeah, it's a buck 112 wannabe. Um, Locks up great. I mean, this thing is bank vault tight. The back lock works great. You engage the spring there, and it's a hard spring. And honestly, if you don't hang on to this thing, I'm sorry, I'll try to show you better in camera. I held it a little too high. This thing will come out of your hand. I mean, it jumps. If you're not hanging on to this, you give this to somebody that's not used to hanging on to an auto knife, it's probably going to go flying. But man, it's got a great clip, got a nice sledge there. It's a beautiful knife. Like I said, it's a buck 112 wannabe. I don't know the maker. It's a Chinese brand, but man, it is a I don't want to cover up JC's stuff there. It is just a nice piece. I mean, what can you do? Something that's nice is something that's nice. It's just sometimes you just whoopsie. Well, it happens. We'll put this one down here. We'll have the Emperor watch guard this one. Yeah, there we go. We'll put this one down here with the other ones. There we go. But yeah, I don't know if these are available on Amazon anymore. If I would have had half a brain, I would have checked that for you guys. But hey, you know how I roll. I just kind of decide to do it, and I do it. But there you go. If you're not already subscribed to JC, go check him out. JC Mountain Jar. The guy's got great content. He'll definitely have a link down here, or a hot button, or you can click on his name and it'll take you to his channel. Great guy, full of energy. Yeah, he's just a good guy. He enjoys what he's doing. He not only shows knives, he shows like some prepping stuff and some other. It's just he's a fun channel. So if you haven't checked him out, please do so. I think you'll enjoy it. With that being said, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And as always, live long prosper and collect your own way.